Welcome to Silver Heist. Thank you to our returning subscribers and guests. How hard is it to count coins? I've got 3 rolls of dimes, mercury dimes. A tube of mercury dimes may actually be less than 50 or more than 50 because they're thin. I'm going to count these later. But what I'm really concerned about is why can't the U.S. Mint get a good count on how many enhanced reverse proofs have been sold? So how hard is it for the U.S. Mint to give us a count of how many coins have been sold? So the 2019 ASE Enhanced Reverse Proof had a limited mintage of 30,000. It became not available for purchase within 20 minutes or so in early November. Now the funny thing is, the Mint, I think up until that point, till the November 4th, I think, was the last time they published sales records for all the coins that they sell that are numismatic in nature. And they stopped publishing records the next week. So these went on sale, and then they never published any records for any coins throughout all of November, and all of December. They didn't publish anything on their website. They gave some information to some coin magazines to publish the sales records for them. And then on January 12th, they finally published records, and they said how many coins were sold, and it was not 30,000. So I figured, great, they're finally publishing records, so they'll do it the following week. Oh, they didn't publish any more records the next week. Well, maybe every 2 weeks they'll do it. It's now been 6 weeks, and there's been nothing published since January 12th. So how hard is it to count coins? So the interesting thing is that one of these coins has just gone into the sold out category. So let's see where we're at. So the 2018 W proof sold 354,025. So that one's definitely sold out. So what happens is that for commemorative coins, somewhere between Christmas and New Year, they make a hard stop, and you can't buy commemorative coins in the next calendar year. But the W proofs, they let it bleed into the second year, and they sell off a little extra inventory because there's no mintage limit. They'll just sell as many as there is demand. Now the 2009 W proof, as of January 12th, sold 345,380. So a little bit less. And that one, I just noticed today, March 3rd, is sold out. Now, I don't know when it flipped sold out, but I swear a couple of weeks ago, you could still buy it. So when the 2020 W proof came out, if you were so inclined, you're like, oh, I kind of like proof coins. I think I'll become a collector. You have a small window to go back in time and scoop up the 2019 directly from the mint. But now it's sold out. So this may not be the final sales records because they frustratingly have not published any records since January 12th. But status-wise, it's over. So there are no more 2019 W proofs to be had. Now the pride of two nations is the beautiful West Point Enhanced Reverse Proof. And they had a mintage limit of 100,000. And then going into this, let's just write this has a mintage limit of 30,000. So when you have this many people buying proof coins, you can pretty much count on that's your population of collectors who are there year in, year out, buying coins. They're building a collection. They'll buy whatever you make, different varieties, different mint marks. So that's why the 100,000 was a pretty small number, but they bundled it with a second coin, but they did do a good job selling it. But that's why the 30,000 was such a small number. Look how many people typically buy regular W proof. So there were a lot of people competing for those. So this one sold 99,748. And that one is sold out. So that one is sold out. I don't remember when it sold out, sometime last calendar year, before the end of the year. So that's sold out. So this is sold out, but frustratingly, this one is unavailable. This one is still stuck in unavailable. So it's not sold out. But they're not making them available for purchase. So there are 29,707. So there are 293 unaccounted for. It's unavailable. They haven't updated this record since January 12th. How hard is it to count coins? All right, so let's count these dimes. See how many we have. I might have 3 rolls. I may have less than 3 rolls. I may have more than 3 rolls. So how hard is it to count dimes? How hard is it to count coins? Why can't the U.S. Mint figure out how many enhanced reverse proofs they've sold? It's really frustrating. So I mean, not only was it frustrating in that they didn't, not only was it frustrating that the website crashed, but people, they haven't given any official records since. So how do you know where you stand? When you're stuck in this limbo, you don't know if you have a chance or you don't have a chance. It seems like there's a chance, but goodness, it's been, well, it's March 4th. No, it's March 3rd today. So it's almost been December, January, February, March. It's almost been 4 months since that crazy noontime mad dash to the website. And there hasn't been much communication, and there hasn't been much records. They barely publish any records to say how many coins they've officially sold. So you don't know if there's 200 left or 100 left. So actually that first roll has more than 53. So you can't tell how many coins you have by just looking at them. You actually need to count the darn things. So how hard is it to count coins? I mean, kids can count to 10. I'm putting these in sacks of 5. So kids can count to 10. So why can't adults count to 30,000? I just want to know if I have a chance or not of getting an enhanced reverse proof for $65. I'd actually be, actually the funny thing was, as soon as the thing was unavailable, the next Saturday, I bought a roll of silver dimes from my local coin store. So I spent, $65 on a roll of silver dimes. Now it was, 40 Roosevelts and 10 Mercury dimes. So I kind of pick up these Mercury dimes here or there. You buy from an online dealer and you get a roll of Mercury dimes. They kind of give you, a couple mixed in with a roll. So you don't count on many. So here's a few extra. Actually 3 also. So So yeah, so mercury dimes are definitely thinner. So the tube wasn't filled to the rim, but yet, as we see, there's a few extra in each one. So this is actually exciting news. I didn't realize I had this many mercury dimes. It's looking like I have 3 rolls. I thought I had 1. So there you go again. Unless you take inventory, you don't know what the heck you got. So they're a professional organization. Why aren't they taking inventory of those enhanced reverse proof? They've got 30,000 of them. They sold like hotcakes. They became instantly valuable on the secondary market. So did they walk? Was there shrinkage? Did the inventory go out the door? Is that the right amount? Yep. Did some of the inventory walk right out the door? When they come back from the public, damaged, or just when they come back from the public to the warehouse, do they go back into proper inventory, or do they just go into someone's pocket? I hate to think that. I would think that they would have better inventory. So, and here you go again. So actually 3. So I have 3 rolls of mercury dimes and then 9 extra. So I have more than 3 rolls of mercuries. So heads, there's more inventory that the mint will sell. And tails is no more that are going to be sold. Comment below which way you think it's going to be.